Dear participants, welcome to the second lesson of our course STMI 101, Introduction to Strategic Management. In the first lesson, we saw the meaning of strategic management. In this second lesson, we are going to look at the strategic management process. And this is a process that involves 4 steps. The first step is to define the company's identity. The second step is to formulate the strategy. The third step is to implement the formulated strategy. The fourth step is to evaluate the implemented strategy. So I'm sure you are also going to enjoy this second lesson. So welcome again. Now let us get started with our lesson number 2, strategic management process. The objectives of our lesson is to understand the strategic management process. The strategic management process describes the steps necessary for making strategic decisions. And these steps are: first, definition of the company's identity. Second, the strategy formulation. Third, strategy implementation. And fourth, strategy evaluation. Now let us look at the first step, defining the company's identity. The company's identity is made of mission, vision, and values. The mission of a company provides the framework or context within which strategies are formulated. It is a statement of the reason why that company exists. It defines the company's business. The vision of a company is a statement of some desired future state. It is the company's dream for the future. It gives a future picture of the company. It actually makes it possible to reach strategic choice. The values of a company define the culture of the company. They express the convictions and beliefs of the company. Now let us look at the second step, strategy formulation. The strategy formulation consists of analyzing the company's external and internal environments and then selecting the appropriate strategies. The internal analysis makes it possible to know the potentialities of a company by identifying its strengths and weaknesses. The external scanning or analysis makes it possible to identify the opportunities and threats that the company could be facing. Now, what is the importance of all this analysis? The importance of this analysis is that it will make it possible to highlight the ability of the company to act or adapt to the analyzed environment. Thanks to this analysis, the organization will be able to establish strategic scenarios, hypotheses, and choose the strategic option which will lead the company towards the achievement of its objectives. Now let us look at the third step, strategy implementation. Now after making the choice of the strategy to be implemented, the company then implements that chosen strategy. The strategy implementation involves putting the chosen strategies into action. This includes taking action consistent with the selected strategies, allocating roles and responsibilities among managers, allocating resources, setting short-term objectives, designing the organization's control and reward system. Now let us look at the fourth step, that is strategy evaluation. Once a strategy has been implemented, of course, it must be monitored. That is, it must be evaluated. In order to determine the extent to which strategic goals and objectives are actually being achieved. But it is also monitored in order to know the degree to which competitive advantage is being created and sustained. Now to sum up, what did we learn in this lesson? We learned about the strategic management process, and we saw that it follows 4 steps, and that is defining the company's identity, formulating the strategy, implementing the strategy, and evaluating the strategy. In the next lesson, we are going to look at the corporate governance and strategy. Now, these are the references that you can also look at in order to deepen your knowledge on the strategic management process. Now, until next time, it's bye from now. Thank you very much. I'm Didace Hatungimana, your facilitator.